Hi, everyone. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, my name is Shirlene, and I'm the Community Outreach Director. And today, as everybody knows, this month of May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So the outreach couldn't go without talking about one of the topics that is affecting people nowadays. That a common topic that everybody keeps talking about, which is the coronavirus vaccine. That's what we're going to be talking about. I do have my friend Chrissy joining me, and later on, we're going to have our social worker Clavia joining on as well. She's going to be talking about the mental effects of either getting or not getting the vaccine, peer the reactions you get from your peers when you do or do not get the vaccine. But I do have to share with everyone that everything that we say today is our opinion, it's not fact. It is in our opinion, it's not fact. It's a disclaimer, and it is our own personal experiences that we are talking about. Feel free to comment, share, and ask questions. Let's keep this is a discussion. Join in, share with your friends. If you have any comments that you want to share with us, any questions that you'd like for us to answer. If we don't have the answers at the moment, but we will try and get the answers for you. Okay. um it is about the coronavirus. Yes, I know, hot topic. Chrissy, would you like to say hello?
Hello. I'm a friend of Charlene's and a concerned mom of the community with the pandemic going on. So thank you for inviting me and having me here.
So yes, more of the disclaimer. We're not, our goal here is not to sway or dissuade anyone towards getting the vaccine. It is a personal choice for every single person. We respect your personal choice. And if you choose to get the vaccine, up to you. If you choose not to get the vaccine, also up to you. We just would like to discuss the possible uh, how people feel when it comes to getting it, the reasons why people are not getting it, the reasons why people are getting it, the peer reactions to people who are not getting it, and what does it mean when you actually get the vaccine? Does it mean you're not going to wear a mask anymore? Because that seems to be the hot topic. People want to get rid of the mask. People want to protect their family. Does that mean once you get the vaccine, you're not going to get the virus? You can't transmit the virus? These are the different topics that we're going to be touching on as we discuss more. So, a little background, I am in the medical field. So, anything and everything that I say, it's from what I have seen, from the patients that I do take care of. I am a registered nurse, and I'm just going to give a little snippet, of course, HIPAA, and nothing is fact. Like I want to say, not, it's all my personal opinion from my personal experience. I just want to keep reiterating that. All right, Chrissy, would you like to say anything about, as a concerned mom, as somebody in the community who's been hearing different things about the virus, and how there's so much talk and everybody want to know, did you get the vaccine? Did you get the vaccine? Why didn't you get the vaccine? Why did you get the vaccine? So it's all those comments and concerns coming on and being thrown at people. You want to say, you have anything to say about that?
That's the hot question that everyone's talking about. It's, hi, my name's Chrissy, and no, I did not get the vaccine. Or, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Did you get the COVID shot yet? That's the first thing people, that's a new greeting, instead of, hey, what's up? Did you get the shot? Did you get the vaccine? And it's it's almost personal, but it's not personal for me, for my opinion. Um, it's your choice. I don't care. Not to be mean, but if that's, it's going to be on the list of, you don't talk about race, religion, money. It's or now the COVID shot. It's because I feel that if people ask me, did you get the shot? And I say, no, I didn't. And I get oh, you didn't? And, people are backing away from me if we're, a little too close or no mask on. So that's getting a little uncomfortable and very judgy. And, I'm 41 years old and I don't need to be judged by someone for not getting the shot.
Well, thank you, Chrissy. Um, I appreciate your honesty, and I understand where you're coming from, because I I've worked at the COVID clinic. I have given the
Hmm.
shot to people, and I've had the opportunity to speak to certain people about the reasons behind why they got the shot. And a lot of it is they want the normacy back. They
Yes,
want their normal life back.
right.
They want to go back to no more masks. They want to go back to being able to hug their family members. They want to go back to being able to, not be afraid when someone in the room sneeze or cough
Right,
or anything of that sort, which I
right.
completely understand.
Yes.
But it is I've heard and read that the vaccine does not necessarily protect you from getting the virus. I
Hmm.
have I've seen patients who've been vaccinated have both shots, and
Hmm.
it's been at least 4 weeks since they got the second vaccine and still came in with COVID. So it is a possibility that you can still get the virus even though you've been vaccinated. Then again, I've also seen a lesser version of I guess the virus is not as bad as it was in the beginning. In my opinion, I feel that the whole point of the vaccine is not so much as to prevent the virus, is more lessen the the potency of the virus, I want to say. So you may get the virus but get less of the side effects, and some people may even get the virus and are
Right.
completely asymptomatic.
To me,
So
I didn't mean to cut you off, Charlene.
go ahead, it's
To
okay.
me, that sounds like, to me, my opinion, that sounds like the flu shot. You know, like, and I know they're different, but with the flu shot, from what I know, is from my own personal experiences with the flu shot, I get the flu shot. Sometimes I get flu-like symptoms for a couple of days. So it's basically, so it appears to me that the COVID shot and the flu shot, it's very similar. You may get COVID, you may get the symptoms, and maybe, I don't know, maybe can you still spread it? So they sound very similar to me. So this year I didn't get the flu shot just because I lived in a bubble, like, most of the people that I know, because everyone was the people in my circle, my bubble, we social distance. We stayed with the group of people that we were comfortable with, that we knew the surroundings, and, you know, I'm very confused on it. So I like to hear all different things about it.
So the fact is, from once again being in the medical field, what I've heard is that you can still transmit the virus
Mm,
even when you've been vaccinated. The virus may not affect you because of the efficacy of certain vaccines, of whichever one you decide to get. There is the Moderna and there is the Pfizer, and there's also the one that's been pulled off the market as of as of right now. It's been pulled off the market, but the AstraZeneca one. But it's also a personal opinion, and it's a lot of people are just going with whatever is first
is
available.
available, right?
And I know my place of work, we've given both the Pfizer and the Moderna. Um, I'm very familiar with the Moderna because that's the one I personally I've been giving to people,
Mm,
and what it does is it protects you, of course, from the virus, but you can still transmit it. Because at work, let's say a family member, even though we've been vaccinated, a family member test positive, we still have to quarantine. It
right, right.
does not excuse us from quarantining because we've had the vaccine,
Hmm.
because we can still transmit it to other people who did not get vaccinated, or they're just more immunocompromised than others. So I'm yes, we just got a comment on the chat from somebody called Gloria Hernandez. She said, I was positive in January and I'm still dealing with COVID effects. I do test negative. So,
Oh,
yes, it is very confusing. So, from what I've heard, once again, I've seen also personally, not exactly facts, I've seen that people who's had the virus are still dealing with the long-term effects of it. I know some people who still have not regained their sense of smell or taste. And I know some people who still say they're not back to being 100%. They still either can't breathe correctly. I've had a lot of patients who said, you know what, I can't even go up a flight without being winded, go up a flight of stairs, excuse me, without being winded. And those are all the side effects that we're seeing. And some people are throwing clots from having the virus in the past. And we've had people who already had the virus and still test positive later. Yes, they say you can have antibodies for up to 90 days, and you could still test positive for up to 90 days after being positive the first time. And some people are lucky. I've also seen patients who come in and who tested positive, and then 3 weeks later they test negative. I've also seen people, because their job require a negative test, come in, like I want to say every other week, to check for a negative test, and still come back positive. They have no symptoms, or I want to say they're somewhat symptom free, but they still have, some breathing issues, but sometimes a little cough is still there. Yes, Gloria. She said, I have to see a pulmonologist now because, I mean, it is a disease of the lung. There may be some scarring from it, like I said. And the scarring is something that does not just go away just like that. So, if at all. So a lot of people some people, it affects their heart directly. It's just this virus it's so unknown to so many people that every time scientists think they're understanding it, it flips, it changes, it mutates. And it's hard to get a grip on it. And another hot topic is that people are talking about the fact that you may need to get a booster every year, like Chrissy said. You may need to get like a COVID shot every year, just like you get a flu shot every year. So that may also be a possibility that we may have to look forward to, for those who choose to get the vaccine. Uh, we just we don't know much about it. As far as I know, excuse me, I'm a little congested. My allergies are on full gear this year, full gear. And as far as I know, a lot of people are not so much as afraid to get the vaccine because they say, I don't know what's in it. The vaccine was rushed, in their opinion. It was a little bit, in my opinion as well. And it hasn't been tested long enough. And I've heard one argument from a nurse who says, you know how long it took for them to realize that pregnant women females specifically, can get GBS, which is Guillain-Barré syndrome from the flu shot. So those are stuff that we have to think about. We don't know what the long-term effects of the vaccines are. Those are all the concerns that a lot of people have about getting a vaccine. And other people are like, you know what, the risk the benefit outweighs the risk, and they go and get it. So it's definitely controversial.
That's why I'm so confused.
It definitely is. Like, you just have to, it's always a personal choice. Well, at least it should be. I've also heard and read that some employers are now have the right to not hire you if you have not been vaccinated. I've also read that. And it's not against the law. They can turn you down if they ask you if you've been vaccinated or if you can't show proof of vaccination. And we got another comment from Marie, who says there's a lot of unknown. There is a lot of unknowns. For me personally, if I can still get the virus even though I get the vaccine, the side effects I'm skeptical. It was rushed, and as a new mother, I am very scared. Yes, Marie.
Agreed.
Yes, that's the other thing too. And I know a lot of pregnant people, they were recommending that pregnant people get it, and those of childbearing age get it as well. But it also says there's not enough research to show whether or not it affects pregnant people and how it affects the baby and the mother.
Or what about, I have a question.
Go
What
ahead.
about fertility? If we choose to, if I choose to get the shot, and or my husband, does that affect fertility down the road? You know, I don't know if there's much research. I haven't read much research on fertility issues if you do choose to get the shot. And
That is
that's scary, you know, for us down the road as well.
that is another concern. That is a I did have a conversation with one of my patients, and that was one of her concerns. She would like to have children. She is of childbearing age. She's in her early 20s, and she was wondering. She said, "How will that affect me down the line? And would that affect my capabilities of having children down the line?" All right. Oh, and like I said in the beginning, our social worker, um, Clavia, just joined in, and her whole being here is to really talk about how, like Chrissy mentioned in the beginning, how a lot of people feel that they being ostracized by others for not getting the shot or for choosing to get a shot or whatever their reason may be. It's all about, oh, hi, I'm so and so. Oh my God, did you get vaccinated? I want to go to the ball game. Did you get vaccinated? All your friends, you having dinner? Did you get vaccinated? That's like the common topic, and she's a little sick of it. She's a little sick of it. Go ahead, Clavia. Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Clavia. So yeah, so the vaccines, I guess, is a still hot topic, although we've been talking about it for months and months and months. My outlook is that if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Of course, everyone's pushing to get it. It's rather safety for yourself and for your kids. It gives you a peace of mind. A lot of people are saying, "Well, I don't know what's in it," but guess what? We don't know what's in Tylenol, but we take it when we get a headache. So it in my point of view is I can see why people are a little, hesitant to take it, but it is a choice. You shouldn't let people dictate your choice and how you want what you want for yourself and for your kids. I see that they're allowing people of age, what is it, 12 and up to start taking it soon.
Mhm.
So that's a big decision parents are gonna have to make. I have not heard of any side effects on my clients who did take it. All are fine. They didn't feel nothing. Someone said it's like the flu. Some said it's like a cold, but it's not a big thing. But and I also have some people who told me they're waiting for um a few million of people. What happened to a few million people first? Let the test dummies go first, and then they'll go and do it. Um, but I don't see like the huge. I don't see it as big as other people are talking about it. I don't see it, but the mental health aspect of it is that it is like Shelly was saying, it is a little frustrating to be like, okay, well, I don't want to take it, and then your family members are like, well, you can't be around me if you're not taking it.
Yeah.
So that is a little stressful. I feel like you need to make a decision within yourself, regardless of how family members or friends are treating you and whatever they're talking about. That's a decision you have to make for yourself. It is
And
a tough
sometimes we
decision to
get
make.
feel like I feel we got invited to a family party in Jersey, and of course, did you get vaccinated? No. Are you going to get vaccinated before the party? No. Okay, the party's outside, so just keep your distance and wear a mask, or don't come at all because we're all vaccinated. I was
Mm.
like, do you want me there or not? And I understand for other families if they have elderly or sickly people, but it's just I feel like I'm struggling with COVID, like a lot of people, but for me myself, I've struggled a lot emotionally and mental health because I'm such an outgoing, friendly person, and I've been in a bubble for the past year and a half. and I need to see people. I need to touch people. I need to hug. I need to, you know, and then I'm like, I can't get invited to the party because I'm not vaccinated. It's just another kick me when I'm down kind of scenario.
Right. So, what are your thoughts on getting vaccinated?
I don't know. I don't. Last week, I almost made an appointment to get one done, and then I was like, I didn't hit the submit button. I don't know. I'm up in the air, and for no
Okay.
valid reasons. For myself, for no valid reasons. I can't tell you the reasons why I'm not, or I'm the reasons why I'm going to. I don't know. I'm
See, that's
confused.
I think that's a choice that you make, like you make for yourself. I think also do research on it, like get the pros and cons list
Mhm.
going to ease your mind, so you know, like, okay, it is safe, but I'm not ready right now. Maybe within
Right.
a few months, let's see what happens in a
Mhm.
few months, you know. But yeah, people need to be with other people. Like
Right.
you lose your
Yeah.
mind not
Yeah.
being with
Yes.
other people.
And I do get the flu shot, and I don't know what's in the flu shot, and it's a live, right? I don't know.
Right.
I think it's a live shot. It's not a live
No,
shot.
it's
See, I
not.
know these things. I don't know.
It's not.
Um, um, I get the flu shot, and I vaccinate my children. It's just, I don't. It's just new to me, and so I'm just
Mhm.
scared, scared and
Right.
confused.
We do have a comment on the chat. It's from Marie. Excuse me. It says, my job updated the policy. As of now, if you get COVID, they say they will no longer give you time because they claim the vaccine is available and they give the employees the option to get the vaccine early. She said, I work in the school system.
Wow,
Yes.
that's
So
crazy.
to add to what she said, there used to be COVID pay. I don't.
Mhm.
It depends on your company. There used to be COVID pay. So if you catch COVID, I hate saying the word catch COVID. If you get infected by the virus, um, you didn't have to use your PTO or personal time. There used to be COVID pay. They paid you up to a certain. I know my job. It was 10 days because that 10 days or 14 days they change it as the rules change. So whatever time that you had to be out for, they would pay you for that amount of time and you would not have to use your personal time. Now I
Mhm.
guess they're changing it because the vaccine is available. They're saying the vaccine is available and you choosing not to get the vaccine, so you're gonna have to use your personal time.
Mhm.
And that a lot of people are not happy about. Also, like I said earlier, some employers, regardless of religion, because we know that a lot of some religion, I want to say, doesn't believe in vaccination, and they said regardless of religion, if you're not vaccinated, you will not get hired, and they're okay with that. They can get away with that, I want to say. So that is another topic that a lot of people are like, that's not fair. That's my right. It's my personal choice whether or not to get vaccinated with this specific vaccine. So a lot of people don't understand why they have to go through that. And that's another thing. It's going to start affecting, I feel that it's going to start affecting a lot of people's psyche because they're
Mhm.
going to feel like they're going to be pushed into something that they
Yeah.
either don't
They
understand
don't even
or they're
want.
not ready or they don't want to be in.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
Oh,
that's
wow.
definitely true.
and that's tough. That's tough for anyone. That really is tough for anyone, whether like whatever the field you're in. Because like Marie, who said that, she also posted another comment. She said that includes getting infected from work, whether it doesn't matter where you get infected at. And to
Wow.
be quite honest with you, and to be quite honest with you, it's very hard for them to pinpoint where you get infected because
Right.
they don't know. You could always say, for me being in the medical field, when people ask me if you've been exposed, it's a little hard for me to answer the question. Yes, I've been exposed. Guess what? I take care of COVID patients. So yes, I'm exposed. Yes, I wear the proper PPE. Thank God they provided. Um, but I'm exposed. Like we don't really know that much about the virus for us to say the PPEs protect you 100% from the virus. Because if that's the case, nobody in the medical field would get sick, but they do.
Right.
Right, right, right.
You know, so you don't know to what extent you being protected by the PPE. So you're exposed. You're exposed. That's just what it is. But I personally don't think it's fair for your livelihood, I want to say, to be affected, to be determined on whether or not you get a vaccine. For you, for your ability to get a job to be determined on whether or not you get a vaccine. You know,
Mm.
because especially or what if you don't have any sick time or PTO time and you get infected at work, just to say you get infected at work, for them to say that you still have to quarantine, you're just not going to get paid now because you don't have the proper amount of time, and we're not going to pay you for it because you should have, technically that's them saying you should have gotten the vaccine without telling you that you should have gotten the vaccine.
Well, Shelly, you can make a good point. You make a very valid point. But people definitely do the research about the vaccine and why they're scared of doing it. Like, so we get the what is it called? The tuberculosis test. When we do that, it's mandatory, or you're not going to the school. You can't go inside the school system.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's true. That's true. And I get it. Like I said, I mean, I see what the virus can do. I have seen it. I have it's affected me mentally. I've seen so many young people, old people, whatever age, race, color. That's the one thing that does not discriminate against sex, gender, personal choice, whatever it is. It does not discriminate. It affects people, and it just I've seen what it can do. So I understand the need for the vaccine. I do understand that, but I also understand people's personal choice. And it should be a personal choice. People should not be forced into a vaccine. And given that it should be made available for those who choose to get it and those who choose not to get it, just like certain jobs will tell you if you don't get the flu shot, you have to wear a mask throughout the
Right.
flu season. They can make it mandatory for people. If you have not been vaccinated, anywhere you go, you are required to keep your mask on. That should it's I think they should follow the same protocol for that, because if you don't get a
Absolutely.
flu shot, you should keep a mask on. You don't get a COVID shot, you should keep your mask on. But you shouldn't be kept in a bubble and say you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't be hired, you can't do anything because you were not vaccinated. So thank you for all those who have joined us. We are coming to a close. This is the first one of two that we're doing. The second one will be focusing on, as a parent, those of us who are, how do we feel about the vaccine being offered to younger children, our children? Now, we don't only have to think about us, ourselves, we have to think about how this may affect our children, and whether or not we should give it to our children, and how they're gonna be affected when they go to school if we choose not to give it to them, how others are gonna treat them, because they didn't get it. So these will be the topics that we'll be discussing on our next live event, which is 2 weeks from today, and that is May 22nd at 7 p.m. We apologize, we started late today. We had technical difficulties, but we're going to start at 7 o'clock, May 22nd. Please do join us. Share, comment, and with your friends. I'm still going to go through the chat to see if there's any comments and questions that we missed. I'll try to answer them to the best of my capabilities. And please do join us again at 7 p.m. on the 22nd. I'm Charlene. The rest of the ladies can give you their closing remark.
Thank you for joining.
Chrissy?
Thank you. Thanks for listening to me being confused.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Good
Night.
night.
Uh,
Do you want me to leave?